Dwayne Douglas Johnson, 1972, also known by his ring name The Rock, is an American-Canadian actor, producer, businessman, retired professional wrestler, and former American football player. He wrestled for the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, for 8 years prior to pursuing an acting career. His films have grossed over $3.5 billion in North America and over $10.5 billion worldwide, making him one of the highest-grossing actors of all time. Johnson was a college football player for the University of Miami, with whom he won a national championship in 1991. He initially aspired for a professional career in football and entered the 1995 NFL Draft, but went undrafted. As a result, he signed with the Calgary Stampeders of the Canadian Football League, CFL, but was cut from the team in the middle of his first season. Shortly after, he began training as a professional wrestler. In 1996, Johnson secured a contract with the WWF and was promoted as the first third-generation wrestler in the company's history, as he is the son of Rocky Johnson and grandson of Peter Maivia. He rose to prominence after developing a charismatic persona of a boastful, trash-talking wrestler named The Rock. He subsequently won his first WWF championship in 1998 and helped usher the WWF into the Attitude Era, a boom period in the company's business in the late 1990s and early 2000s, which still holds professional wrestling records for television ratings. In 2004, he left the WWE to pursue an acting career. He returned in 2011 as a part-time performer until 2013, and made sporadic appearances from then until fully retiring in 2019. Considered one of the greatest professional wrestlers and biggest wrestling draws of all time, Johnson headlined the most bought professional wrestling pay-per-view event ever, WrestleMania 28, and was featured among the most watched episodes of WWE's two flagship television shows, Raw and SmackDown. He has won several championships, being a 2-time Intercontinental Champion, a 5-time Tag Team Champion, and a 10-time World Champion. He was also a Royal Rumble match winner and WWE's 6th Triple Crown Champion. Johnson had his first leading film role in The Scorpion King, 2002, and has since starred in a number of commercially successful films, including The Game Plan, 2007, Tooth Fairy, 2010, Journey to The Mysterious Island, 2012, G.I. Joe, Retaliation, 2013, Hercules, 2014, San Andreas, 2015, Central Intelligence, 2016, Mona, 2016, Rampage, 2018, and Skyscraper, 2018. Johnson's most successful box office role has been as Luke Hobbs in the Fast Saga films. He first appeared in Fast 5, 2011, and helped catapult the series into one of the highest-grossing film franchises ever. He starred in the sequels Fast and Furious 6, 2013, Furious 7, 2015, and The Fate of the Furious, 2017, as well as the spin-off film Hobbs and Shaw, 2019. He also stars in the Jumanji franchise, appearing in Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, 2017, and its sequel Jumanji: The Next Level, 2019. Johnson produced and starred in the HBO series Ballers, 2015 to 2019, which ran for 5 seasons and was ranked as HBO's most watched comedy in 6 years. He has also attained success as a television host and autobiography author. In 2000, he released the autobiography The Rock Says, which debuted atop the New York Times bestseller list. In 2012, he founded the production company 7 Bucks Productions, which has since produced several films and other entertainment projects. Consistently ranked among the world's highest-paid actors, Johnson made the Time 100 Most Influential People in the World list in 2016 and 2019, and is the co-owner of the American Football League, the XFL. The Rock was then entered into the vacant WWF Championship. The finals occurred at Survivor Series, where The Rock defeated Vince McMahon's associate, Mankind, to win his first WWF Championship. 85-85. A double turn then occurred as The Rock turned heel again after allying with Vince and Shane McMahon as the crown jewel of their stable, the Corporation, after the McMahons betrayed Mankind. On December 13, 1998, at the pay-per-view named after him, Rock Bottom, In Your House, The Rock had a rematch with Mankind for the WWF Championship. Mankind appeared to win the match when The Rock passed out to the mandible claw submission move, but Vince McMahon ruled that since The Rock did not tap out, he retained his title. The Rock continued to feud with Mankind over the WWF Championship, which was traded back and forth between them. First, in the main event of the January 4, 1999 episode of Raw is War, Mankind defeated The Rock after interference from Stone Cold Steve Austin. Then at the Royal Rumble on January 24, The Rock regained the title in a brutal I Quit match, a type of match that only ends if one of the combatants says I quit on a microphone. Intended to show a vicious mean streak in The Rock's character, this match went horribly wrong as at the end of the match The Rock hit Mankind in the head with a steel chair 11 times instead of the scripted 5 shots already being a risky amount. Most wrestling matches in the Attitude Era involving steel chairs had at most 2 or 3 shots to the head. After the 5th shot, Mankind was still at ringside instead of being 2/3 up the entrance ramp where he was supposed to be, and after the 11th shot which knocked a bloodied Mankind out, a recording of Mankind saying I quit from an earlier interview was played over the PA system. On January 31, during an episode of Sunday Night Heat, The Rock and Mankind participated in an empty arena match. A match that took place in an arena with 22,000 empty seats where any part of the facility could be used to contest the match. After 20 minutes of chaotic brawling in the ring, the stands, a kitchen, the catering area, an office, the arena corridors and finally a basement loading area, Mankind pinned The Rock using a forklift truck to win the WWF title. This match was referred to as Halftime Heat as it was televised during halftime of that year's Super Bowl. The two faced off again, at St. Valentine's Day Massacre, In Your House, in a last man standing match which ended in a draw, meaning Mankind retained the title. Their feud ended on the February 15 Raw is War, when The Rock won his third WWF Championship in a ladder match after a debuting Big Show interfered on his behalf. The Rock then lost the WWF Championship to Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 15. The Rock's popularity continued to grow and audiences still cheered for him even though he was a heel. He then lost the title rematch against Stone Cold Steve Austin at Backlash, In Your House 97, after he was betrayed by Shane McMahon, turning him face again and starting a feud with Triple H, The Undertaker and the corporate ministry. On April 29, 1999, WWF aired the pilot episode of SmackDown, a term derived from one of The Rock's catchphrases. In the episode, The Rock continued his feud with the corporate ministry. This led to a match with Triple H, at Over the Edge, which The Rock won, 98, and a match for the WWF Championship against The Undertaker, at King of the Ring, which The Rock lost. 99. The Rock then lost a number 1 contenders match to Triple H, at Fully Loaded, after interference from Mr. Ass Billy Gunn. 100. The Rock then defeated Gunn in a Kiss My Ass match at SummerSlam. The Rock was also given the privilege of having his own signature match, like The Undertaker with the Buried Alive match, Kane with the Inferno match and Mankind with the Boiler Room Brawl. The Brahmo Bull Rope match, a renamed Texas Bull Rope match, was a normal singles match where the components are tied together with a rope used for cattle farming, and the rope and its attached cowbell could both be used as weapons. The Rock contested this match twice, both times in Texas, versus Triple H in Dallas, and versus Al Snow in Houston. The Rock's popularity was fueled by his charisma and speaking abilities, which led to many catchphrases.